This video is for arranging fractions in order. I hope you watched the other video I posted where the woman explained different strategies for comparing fractions, because we are going to use those strategies right now. So the first strategy is you can see if any fractions have the same numerator. So here's an example like that. And in this case, if it's the same numerator, it means you have 5 pieces in each, but the denominator tells you how big or small those pieces are. The bigger the denominator, that means the more pieces it's cut up into. So if you had a pizza and you had to share with 10 friends, each piece would be smaller. If you had a pizza with 2 friends, then each piece you get would be bigger. Same denominator means, so like here, the pieces are the same size, they're both quarters, but now you're just comparing how many pieces you have. So same denominators, and for me, one of the easiest ways to compare fractions. You can compare to 1/2. So if you have something like 3/7, exactly half of 7 would be 3.5 or 3.5. So 3/7 is slightly less than half. How much is missing? So if you have 8/9, for example, you're missing 1/9. With 4/5, you're missing just 1/5. So you can compare how much is missing from each whole piece. And if none of these strategies works, you can use common denominator. And we will probably do that for this last one. Okay, so I'm comparing 8/9, 4/5, and 1/7. Well, both of these are bigger than half, and 1/7 is smaller than half, so I know 1/7 is the smallest. And then I'm going to use how much is missing. So here I'm missing 1/5, and here I'm missing just 1/9. 1/5 is bigger, so that means a bigger chunk is missing, which means I have less of this whole. So then 4/5 is the next biggest, and 8/9 is the biggest of those 3. Okay, this example. I am going to compare these two because they have the same denominator. So if the pieces of these are the same, would you want 1 piece or would you want 3 pieces? 3 pieces is bigger. So I know 1/4 is smaller than 3/4. Now, 5/6 is definitely bigger than 1/4. So I'm just going to compare these two now. And I'll use how much is missing. So here I'm missing 1/4. Here I'm missing 1/6. 1/6 is a smaller piece. So 5/6 is the biggest. Here we have 5 pieces of each one, but the pieces are all different sizes. So this pizza is cut into 6 pieces, this one's cut into 7, and this one's cut into 8. So this has the smallest size of pieces. So that means if you have 5 of those, that's the smallest fraction. And then 5/7, and then 5/6. Because if a pizza is cut into 6 pieces, they're bigger pieces and you still get 5 of them. Okay. 2/5, 3/7, 5/6. I know this one is the biggest because it's only missing 1/6. And these are both kind of close to 1/2. So 5/6 is the biggest. Now, these I'm going to make a common denominator. So I'm going to change these into pieces that have 35 pieces each so I can directly compare. Now, if I have something that has 5 pieces in it, and I want to make it have 35 pieces, that means each piece has to have 7 pieces. So instead of having 2 pieces, I can multiply 5 by 7 to get to 35. I multiply 2 by 7, and the equivalent fraction of 2/5 is 14/35. Because where initially I had 2 pieces, now I have 7 pieces in each of those, so that's why I have 14 pieces now. Now I need to make 3/7 into 35ths. So if I start with 7 pieces, and 3 of them are filled in, well, now I need this to have 35 total pieces. So that means each piece actually has 5 pieces within it. So 3 pieces with 5 pieces each is 15 pieces. And now we can see, this is how close they are, like 14 out of 35 and 15 out of 35, those are very close amounts. But since these pieces are the same size, I know 14 is slightly smaller, so this is the order they go.